Burchitis for Ms. Nutter.
And are you Ms. Nutter? Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. And counsel, is this an application?
It is.
Is it for deferred?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Nutter, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Waive the repeat offender enhancement.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with burglary of a habitation? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Sure.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
She does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, she is.
Ms. Nutter, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 5 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine, and the state is opposed to your application for deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, there's to be no contact with the complainant or country campground RV park. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State any evidence.
State offers states exhibit number 1 and attachments.
No objection, Your
All
Honor.
right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and consent to stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence state's exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. I'm going to set this for sentencing based upon what I've read in the police report. Ms. Abrams, I'll need a PSI, TAP evaluation, and MIC evaluation. And let me ask you, Ms. Nutter, have you ever had any type of mental health issues in the past?
I've had bipolar in the past,
All right, anything else that you've been diagnosed with?
bipolar.
Okay. All right, so can I have a date, please?
February 6th.
All right, so we're going to come back on February 6th. I know that seems like a long time away, but that's the amount of time it's taking for reports to be done. And I want to make sure I have all the evidence to make a decision on whether or not to grant your application for deferred adjudication. So what they're going to do is they're going to do a PSI. So someone's going to come talk to you, a probation officer, to get some background information from you. And then they're going to do a TAP evaluation. The TAP evaluation is to see if there are any drug issues and if you've ever used in the past. It's very important that you're honest with the TAP evaluation. Well, honest with all of it, okay? And then they're going to do a MIC evaluation. And that's a mental health evaluation to see if you've been on any type of medications and any diagnosis in the past. So it's very important that you're honest with them on those things. You understand? All right. And at the jail, are you in any type of mental health supervision or anything?
Yes, I am currently
All right.
under medicine.
All right. So be sure to let the officer know, okay? All right. Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.